Welcome back everybody, Automotive Inc. Today we're working on our 2018 Keystone fifth wheel, and we're going to be replacing a vent cover. Now before we get started, if you don't mind smashing the subscribe button, helps a small channel out. Make sure you thumbs up and notification bell at the end. So why would you want to replace this? Well, you got to realize if you don't have anything up there but your actual roof vent covers, as these age, they not only get chalky, but they get brittle. And say you were caught in a hailstorm. Right now, this thing has some flexibility. The one that's currently up there, this trailer did sit outside before we got it, and it's shown some signs of age. Now, if this gets cracked or damaged during a hailstorm, it's going to be a direct line of water into your camper. And we all know that heat, sun, and water are the destroyers of any camper out there. Now, this is a pretty simple install. I'm going to link this down below. This is from Zon. And you can head over there and snag this, and as long as you're not afraid to get up on your roof, it's a pretty easy install. But let's go inside and check out that one that we currently have. Now that we're inside, guys, I want to bring note to a couple things. So this was a standard Ventline fan that we put in here, and it had the little fart fan in here with the little bitty thing, hardly moved any air. Let's take a look here. So I'm going to link a video I did. This is a direct drop-in kit. So this is very similar to a maxx air fan, meaning it pulls more air out and pulls more air in if you need to cool it off. So we like this fan, one, because it actually moves air. The other one really doesn't. The cool thing about it is it does your crank mechanism. It's all manual. You can get a version of this with a remote control, but we only have one vent in our camper, but we do have in and out pulling air. Now you might be thinking, sounds expensive, sounds pretty hard. Again, watch my video. This came with the maxx air vent cover for a standard Ventline roof vent, and it was less than, I think, 150 bucks. I don't really remember. And I'll show you the maxx air cover up there. So even if you don't want to do this fan specifically, or you're looking up there saying, I don't know if I can do it, trust me, you can do this install without even leaving the inside of the camper. You might want an extra set of hands, but I'll link that video down below. And a standard maxx air style or a fantastic fan, they're phenomenal. This one's good for its purpose and the inexpensiveness of it. And the fact that it came with the maxx air cover, it was well worth it. It's just a straight drop in. You take out the fart fan screen, you leave the original brackets in there, you assemble this bad boy and shove it up in there. But we're going to reinstall a new vent cover because this one's just ugly for its age. And I want to have a little bit more light coming through here. So you can choose white, you can choose smoke, you can choose black. They're all going to allow some amount of light in there, but we're going to put this new one in. So basically all we're going to do is initially we're just going to raise it up a smidge. And so we're going to crank this bad boy open because you're going to need access to everything. Now, keeping in mind when you're doing this, again, there is some advantages to putting the maxx air vent cover that we have currently on here. One, you can leave your vent open while you're driving, help draft out some of that stinky camping air if you have it, or your potty air. If you don't get a dump for a while, it's going to be sloshing around and off-gassing. If you don't have a good seal in there, some of that air is going to come out. But yeah, we're just going to go up there and we're going to just snap this bad boy basically, and it doesn't take a lot of tools to do it. And again, I'll link all the videos for this fan install, the maxx air cover install, and then how we're going to actually get into and change out this vent itself. So now we're going to head up to the roof. Again, you do want to crank it open to some extent, and we're going to head up there and do this. Right, so up on my roof, guys, we install these on all of our campers. They keep weather out. They keep the ability to have your vent open even in the rain. And what this also does is adds an extra layer of protection, meaning you get hail. This is way more robust than just this. So if you park yours outside and you don't know if you've got weather or not, even if this cracks, it usually will not let it puncture all the way down to this one. So if you have this one closed, then it's going to add that layer of protection. So because we already installed this, these are pretty easy. You just turn this little flipper around here off to the side, you pull it out of the little groove here, slide it out of the way, and tip it on out of the way. Now if you look on mine, I did put some screen on the backside just as an extra layer of bug keeping out, and we have this one right here that's down below protecting that. So most of these roof vents are going to be 14 or 12. Maybe you have an odd size one, but all of them will have their brand All of them will have a part number, so as long as you get that, you're golden. All right, no tools required on this one. You're gonna tilt this back. This one's still fairly flexible, but if you're replacing it and it cracks as you take it off, it's fine. There's the 3 little clips here. You're just gonna push down on this back until it snaps off. And then once you get that done, you're just gonna slide that groove out of the mechanism. You can see how this one's all faded and just kind of fugly after all these years. This one actually does look like it's smoked, but to be honest with you, it kind of looked like it was black. Once you get up here, guys, if your rubber gasket has worked its way off, go ahead and just snap it back on there. Now, if you want to replace it, you probably can. You can probably find this stuff on the Zon. We're just going to go around and work it back down onto its little thing here. While you're up here, feel free to pull out any bugs or anything like that, and just get it all seated back down. All right, now we're going to take the new vent, and all you got to do is reach underneath there and slide that little slider grip onto the actual opening mechanism. Then we're going to come back here and we're just going to snap this into our 3 little grooves that are right there. All right, one thing I will recommend, guys, is go ahead and tilt this all the way up. It's easier to clip in, and then make sure you have your crank down inside, and then it's gonna, you can actually reach up underneath there. You're gonna have to lay down your side here, and you can put it in on this. That way you don't have to remove the mechanism inside there to do that. You can just put it right on the front and then it'll full snap it down. Again, we got the seal kind of fixed up in there. We're gonna go ahead and recycle that bad boy, and now we're gonna tip our maxx vent back over, and then you just clip it back in. So again, if you want to know how this install this took less than 15 minutes. And I got maxx vent videos I can link, and my roof looks like it's been coated. I do this also to all my trailers, and I'll have a separate video link below. You can do it for less than about 150 bucks and add not only UV protection, seal it up good so there's no more self-leveling caulk you got to do every year. And just, you can come up and maintenance this if you want, but it actually adds a ton of value to it. As always, guys, hopefully that helps a lot. And again, I'll link everything down below, and we'll catch you on the next one.